Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I tell you what, it's raining here in Devon. It is totally raining. I don't like the rain, but there you go. I hate the rain. Now, don't forget, folks, we don't forget our radio. While we're doing these programs, we also go to the radio so you can listen to it live on radio. And also, thank you very much for all the follows and for all the likes and everything. We're doing quite well at the moment with all that. Okay, we have got the lovely Kelly Miller. First time.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Steve. Excuse me.
That's okay. That's not that's not coronavirus, is
I hope not.
it? No. You're a singer. You sing.
Yes.
You're an artist, and I've watched some of your videos, and may I say, you're a wonderful singer.
Thank you.
Um, and you sing all different covers, don't you, of songs?
I do a wide variety. I like all kinds of music. There's only like a few I don't like.
Yes. What was watching the other day is when you were doing some country songs.
Okay.
Okay, and I love country music. I love it.
Well, I'm starting to love it too. In the last 2 years, I've sing more country than I've ever have. I never
Yeah.
liked it growing up. I would
No.
always change the station.
So so before you like country, then what kind of music were you into? Now, don't tell me that you were interested in like heavy metal and stuff like that.
No. Well, I grew up in the Detroit area, and I grew up with Motown, R&B, pop, and I always liked the pretty ballad singers. Like Barbara, Celine, Whitney, all those beautiful voices.
Mm,
I always listened to that stuff.
okay.
But as I'm older, I like a lot more country because their songs tell so many cool stories.
Oh yes, and after the stories are true as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
be a storyteller.
Yeah, I think that's the trouble in it. I'm glad you made that point because that's what I got on my notes. Singing really is all about being storytelling, really, isn't it?
I think so. I think you have to do that to capture people's attention.
So when did you first start singing?
Well, if I ask my sister, she sell, she would tell you that I sing when I was little to every song on the radio, and she would change the station, and I would sing that song, and then she would change the station, and if I didn't know the song, I would make up my own words.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Actually, you're a really good singer. So what you started singing from a younger age,
Yeah, I probably didn't get really into it until high school.
right? Okay,
And then after high school, of course, there was really big in karaoke.
right.
And, and then I would say I stopped for a long time. And,
So what? So if you stopped, what made you go back into it again?
well, I would have to say that I didn't have a lot of support from ex boyfriends. They never really wanted to support my music. And so wouldn't do too much of it. And then I joined a community choir
Well
and
done.
got back into it. And then from there, we created a trio, And the girls and I have been singing for over 13 years. And I kind of spread my wings, and I did a Christian CD
All right, okay.
and sang with other people and doing tributes. So,
Well done, well done.
and now I'm singing Elvis, which
I just can't understand it myself, because what you sing different genres. One minute you kind of like you're singing Christian music, and I'm a Christian anyway, you know. So
uh-huh.
I my belief in God is so, well, if I haven't got God in my life, I ain't got nothing at all. So I need God in my life,
Right, we all do.
and that's why I named it Crossroads Podcast UK, because the cross and everything. But the trouble is, there's another thing as well is when you got boyfriends, right?
Mm.
The trouble is with boyfriends is sometimes they're not supportive. They're not supportive because what they want to do is they some men and they like to. I say as I feel, right? They like to control people.
Yep.
Okay, they think people are puppets.
I wasted a lot of time with boyfriends who didn't support my music. If I would have done it a long time ago, I would have been somewhere else by now.
Of course you will. You would be in Nashville, kind of like singing some wonderful country music. That's what you would be doing by now. But the trouble is, but you can still do that.
Well, I hope so.
Of
I
course
feel
you
like I'm
can.
getting too old.
No, you're never too. You're never too old. You're never too old, and Dolly Parton's still carrying on.
True.
You're never too old or too young to do anything. At the end of the day, it's what's inside you.
Well,
And
what I found out during COVID is that music is my medicine.
oh,
Without doing it, I was terribly depressed. So I sang on those pages just so I could get my medicine.
yeah. Well, the trouble is, that's what you need, though. See, during the COVID, everybody at the moment, we don't know what to do from one day to the next.
Right?
And the trouble is, when you become a Christian and when you've got a belief and everything, we believe that, we believe we just take everything to God, and God will take control of our lives. But the trouble is, when we sing, what you were doing, what you might not know what you're doing is that you're helping other people too, because they are probably going through a bad time.
Right. I've met a lot of nice people singing on Elvis and Friends.
All
That
right.
got me through a lot of sadness.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because the trouble is, see, you need to kind of like, when, let's get back to the thing about boyfriends again. Let's get back to that again. The trouble is, women, I used to say this to, sorry, I'm not a, but they pick the wrong man, don't they?
Say that again?
Some women pick the wrong men, don't they?
Yes. I
Yeah.
was one of them women that picked wrong men for a long time.
Because what they do is they go for the looks, right? And they think, oh, he's macho and all that lot. And at the end of the day, it could be turned out to be the horrible person going.
True.
You right? So you don't know. But the trouble is, do not let anybody, a man, woman, whatever, put you down with your music, because at the end of the day, you're a really good singer, and you can move forward in what you do with your music, because as I keep saying, you are very good.
Thank you, Steve. Well, I'm barreling along as best I can.
Now, tell me about this Christian single that you made. Is it the Christian song you made?
They're just covers. After my mom died, she was my number one fan. And I didn't record anything for, her at the funeral. So I was kicking myself because I would always record stuff on cassettes, but never the stuff she wanted me to sing. But she had a CD or a cassette of Christy Lane
All right, yeah.
and of somebody else, I'm trying to remember. And she wanted me to learn some songs and record them, but I just never did. So after she died, I made a Christian CD of just the hymnals that I liked and other songs that touched your heart. And it took about a year, and I was just going to give them to my family. And then the producer, he's like, you need to make a CD. Well, I was like, really? Okay. So I did a lot of my own backgrounds and harmonized, so it was kind of fun. And after a lot of money trying to get royalties and all that other crap, I got the CD made and thinking I was going to be able to get the churches and different things, but they don't use that kind of music. You have to have certain licensing or whatever. So they didn't fly off the shelf. And then, all of a sudden, they don't make CD players anymore in your car, and nobody has a CD player. They can buy MP3s. So I have a lot of CDs. And so I try to sell them every chance I get.
Well, I'll have one. I'll have one.
Well, sure, if you like Christian music, you'll like it.
Oh yeah, I'm into all sorts of Christian music.
Here's some of the songs. I don't know if you can read this. Probably
All right,
not,
okay.
huh? I have, like Amazing Grace, One Day at a Time, Ave Maria, He Touched Me, Precious Lord, Take My Hand.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs that you would hear for weddings or funerals.
And also, getting back to Elvis,
Yeah.
Elvis sung half of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he sang a lot of them.
Yeah.
Although I don't know his versions yet.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like his gospel music too. Elvis's gospel music.
Yeah, I only know Stand By Me. And I know some of the other
What
songs, but
versions?
not his
What?
versions.
Oh, what versions out then? If I stand by me, stand by me.
No.
Ooh, not that one.
It's When the Storms Are Raging, or Stand By Me.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole different song.
Okay. No.
But I do like the other one.
Yeah. Where did you get your name to then? Because you're not, because I love your name. Is it your stage name?
My stage name is Calica.
Yeah.
And it's a funny story. My little nephew, when he was young, he was trying to say Aunt Kelly. But he kept saying, Calica, Calica. So I said, that's a cool name. It's different because there's a million Kelly Walkers or Kelly Millers. So I said it's kind of like Madonna, Calica, except people call me Kalisha all the time. It's actually Calica. It's the way that I pronounce it. And it does have a meaning to the name if you look it up, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's to be one within or something.
Okay.
I can't remember, but that's how I got that name, just because my name is too popular. In fact, I got somebody's suspended license because there's so many of my name. I'm like, wait a second. I never even went to Oak Park. What is this?
So we've got a convict on our hands then.
What's that?
Have we got a convict on our hands then?
A convict? Well, no, I'm an angel. It was just somebody else with the same name.
Okay, I won't tell anybody. Um, so, what have you been doing since then? Since about the COVID, what's been happening?
Well, for my job, I'm blessed to be able to entertain for a living. I do a lot of senior homes, senior communities. We do private parties and dances. So every day I sing somewhere. But when COVID happened, the lockdown, the seniors are the last ones that are going to probably open up. So unfortunately, my self-employed job came to a stall, and hoping to get back to work soon. I miss them. It's different singing for the seniors. They just really, really appreciate you. And it's a lot different than singing to somebody my age. They could care less.
Yeah.
But, they look forward to it, and I do too.
Yeah. See, the trouble is, it's like when I used to go to like social clubs and clubs and people were singing there, and you're kind of like having a beer and the noise around, everybody's talking and the poor singer's singing her heart out. I
Yeah.
hate it. I hate it because at the end of the day, you've got the club. Number one, the singer's getting paid. So why don't you just have a quiet pint or a quiet drink and listen to the singer?
Yeah, sometimes it comes off to be rude sometimes. People are loud and you're not even listening.
Yeah.
It is a thing to swallow, but you have to just say, I'm getting paid, whatever. But I try to get them to pay attention the best I can.
So how do you do that then?
What's that?
How do you do that?
How do I keep their attention? I am always engaging the audiences. I go out in the audience and I pick on people. I sing to them. I'll say jokes. So if you engage your audience and you keep dancing and you joke around and you include people stay interested longer.
Yes, they do. Yes, certainly
If
do.
you're just standing there singing, they're gonna just like
Chuck rotten
like
apples
watching
at you.
TV. They're gonna
Yeah.
like the.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
It all depends on what kind of music you're singing too. You have to mix it up, not keep
What
it
is
all
your-
slow.
What is your favourite music you like singing?
Well, I like so many songs, but I would say if I had to pick the stuff that I enjoy singing would be love songs. I really enjoy singing those.
Why love songs? Why love songs?
I think that I don't know. It just touches your heart. I relate to them. I don't know. I just tend to like the ballads. I like to dance to all the other ones.
Do you know who I like? I like Barbara Streisand.
I did like her a lot when I was young.
Yeah, I like her, and I still love Celine Dion.
I like her too.
And I used to like Whitney Houston.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites. I grew up singing Whitney all the time.
Yeah, I love
She was
Whitney Houston.
she was my one big favorite, and I was so sad when she died.
Yeah. Sorry about the phone. Um, Also, I remember when I met Tammy Wynette once
Oh, really?
at a concert. Yeah, and I had when I was a little boy, I used to have a crush on her.
Well, that would be cool. I would love
And
to have met, I still would like to meet Dolly and Loretta. Those are two, and Patsy would have been a fun person to meet. She died too soon.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I
I love
know.
her songs. I would say out of the country, old country, I like Patsy and Loretta.
Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah. It's a shame, really, isn't it, that people do go and it's really a shame.
It
But
is.
it's life, isn't it? When we all move on.
It
So
is.
anyway, so now the COVID is over done with. What are you gonna do next?
Well, it's not over and done with here. I don't know about over there.
No, no, we're still in lockdown. Sorry, not over done with, but it's still carrying on. But what you're going to do while it's kind of like still carrying on?
Well, right now I'm trying to reinvent my business. I'm trying to push my singing telegrams, my virtual shows, trying to get myself out there so I can get out of maybe the senior shows. I'd like to do more background singing for the Elvis, or do more of the tribute stuff that's
Mm.
not here in Michigan. I want to go somewhere warm. I
Well,
like to travel.
the UK is not very warm.
No. Well, if I go there, I still would enjoy just seeing what a new place is. I like to travel.
UK is lovely, lovely place.
One day, hopefully.
One day, yeah. And you know that song, don't you? One day at a time.
Yes, that's
Sweet
my mom's
Jesus.
song.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you've gotta keep on open and praying that things will get better.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep pushing. I'm trying to boost my other business, because who knows when I'm going to get to go back to my senior homes. I'm hoping soon,
Yeah, yeah.
but a lot of
Can you
them are still.
can you play any musical instruments?
Um, well, I took piano in college, but I didn't apply myself. So I can like pick. But I can't play. I keep saying during COVID, I'm going to learn how to play my keyboard again, and that didn't happen.
How about the guitar? Guitar.
I have a guitar. I keep saying I'm going to teach myself, but I have fibromyalgia, so I get a lot of pain, and it hurts my fingers. I'm hoping I could learn how to play the guitar, because it's way easier to carry around than a piano or a keyboard.
You carry around a piano?
No, I'm like, people carry around keyboards. If I could learn the guitar, I could just bring my case.
Oh, gosh. Because I thought you carry a piano on your back or something.
Oh, God, no.
I can imagine you going around Michigan with a piano on your back.
Well, I do bring a lot of sound equipment. I carry a case that's heavy, but it's light enough for me to carry. It's a small setup that I take to all my gigs that I have. But yeah, I couldn't carry a piano because I'm a weakling.
Can I, can I, all right, okay. I want to ask you a few more questions. I'm well known for kind of like saying as it is. right? So if I come out with something, I want you to know, am I right? Or just say to me, I'm not going to comment, right? Do you think as a person, you put yourself down a bit?
I put myself what?
You put yourself down. You lower yourself. Your lack of confidence.
I do. I do sometimes. Everybody tells me to stop, but I it does
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, it comes across. It comes across that you don't think about yourself very much.
Well, I try. I try to not sound like that, but
Mm.
you know, I think it comes when you get older. You be like, you know, you put yourself down a little bit more than you used to. I do that.
Yeah. Do you, if you wanted to do something really, really, if you were if someone came along to you and said, right, I want you in a recording studio and I want you to start singing songs, what would you do?
Well, I would probably jump up and do it. It's been what I've been waiting for a long time.
Right, okay. And the last question I want to ask you is this: that what is the what's the most embarrassing moment that you ever had? You can tell me about.
That I've ever had.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it could be you're at a concert and something happened, or you did a gig
I,
and you fell
I
off a
have a lot
chair.
of them.
You, you fell off a chair.
I could write a book at all the funny stuff that's happened to me. I well, it's funny, but it's not. Um, when I was singing in one of the dementia units, um, one of the ladies, she kept standing up and pulling down her pants, and they would get her pants back on. I just happened to be singing Blue Moon, and I looked over, and she turned over, and her butt was facing me, and I couldn't finish the song. It's
Oh,
funny, but it's not because she has no control. But it was just ironic that I was singing Blue Moon and I saw a blue moon.
yeah, yeah. Funny.
That's only one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
I
re-
said, I could write a book.
I know. I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they were telling me when they were on stage, um, there was a bloke underneath. He was doing some repairs under the stage with some electrics,
Mm.
and as this person was singing, this electrician switched the switch, and you see the bloke come down right through the trap floor. He stood on the trap floor,
Oh no,
and this bloke fell right through the stage.
that sounds painful.
It was painful. It was painful. It was the way to go, wasn't it? You know.
Well, I've had my mishaps of falling downstairs right before a show, making a big old hole in my nylons. And heavens forbids if you have to go to the bathroom and you have to say, hold on, we'll be right there.
What's the
I've
worst
had
place? What's the worst place you ever played at?
the worst place.
Yeah, like you thought, oh gosh, I'll be here.
Hmm.
Come on,
I'm
let
trying to think.
let the secret out. I know you don't want to tell us.
Well, I can't think of one that sticks out in my head. I don't know. I guess I make the best of every situation I'm in. That's all I can do. I can't think of one that's really bad.
Okay, don't worry. Right, we've got questions. We've got questions coming out before we finish.
Okay.
Right, here we go. Kelly, Steve is right. Stop putting yourself down. You're a lovely lady. I love your singing. I always watch you when you're doing your singing on Facebook.
Who said
Um,
that?
that is Marie.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Um, Richard wants to know if you were, sorry, if you met Patsy Cline, what song would you sing to her? Good question.
Hmm. Wow, that's a tough one. She
It
has
is,
so
isn't
many
it?
good songs.
Yeah.
I think,
Blanket on the floor, or whatever it's called.
I still don't know that song. I have to learn that one because I get a lot of people asking for it. I don't know that I have the track. I would have to say either She's Got You or Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, yeah. I love Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, I
Um,
like those two. I like them all, but I
Ellie,
still have more to learn.
Ellie wants to know where can I get your CD? I'll love a CD, please. How much is it? Because I want to purchase one. There you go.
The Christian CDs are $10 plus shipping, depending on where you are. In the U.S., I think it's $280, but to other countries, it could be a little more. I think it was like almost $20 to ship it to the UK.
20 bucks. What's 20 bucks in English money?
English, $20 in English money? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
What's 20 bucks?
I don't even know what time zones and all that.
Sorry? £8. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's okay. Um, what's it? Right. Nigel wants to know what's your favourite song?
I really don't have a favorite. I like so many. I like a lot of Patsy stuff, a lot of Loretta. I like the old ballads. I like jazz standards. I just have so many that I like. I can't pick a favorite. I mean,
Mm,
I could pick like a whole top 20 that I like to sing, but I couldn't tell you which one was my favorite.
okay. Lucinda wants to know can you sing soprano?
Yes, I'm a first soprano, and I could sing some alto, but some that are way low, I have to raise the key. But I'm a higher soprano.
Gosh, I've got to start watching more of your singing.
I always wanted to learn opera,
Oh
but
gosh,
I have never tried.
God, opera. Can you imagine me at opera? Eh? Yeah. Imagine me at opera.
I find it to be pretty.
I love opera. I do love opera. I've been to opera once, no, twice, to watch well, some sort of love thing. Then it was Swan Lake, and um, well, it's a long story about that one. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you what happened to me about that, but I fell as, I fell asleep. So
Oh no, you can't
yeah,
do that.
yeah, I fell asleep. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help
I've
it.
never went to an opera, but I like musicals. I always wanted to be in a musical. And my two favorite musicals, well, three, was Sound of Music, Les Mis, and Phantom.
Oh, Phantom
Those,
of the Opera, eh?
yeah, they're not total opera, but I always liked musicals. And Grease.
Oh yes, Greece. You've got to have a bit of Greece, you know. You're the one I
Yeah.
want.
I grew up really, really, really liking Olivia Newton-John too.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh gosh, yes. I used to have a crush on her too. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I
she was
thought I was her when I was young, even though I didn't have blonde hair.
I'm speaking to Olivia Newton-John. Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi. we got Steve. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Rachel wants to know um, what favorite Whitney Houston song do you like?
Wow. My husband would tell you, I will always love you.
Right. Okay.
But I always like You Give Good Love or Saving All My Love.
Saving a One Love. Yeah. Mm.
But I probably sang 7 different songs when growing up. They were all Whitney.
Yeah. What do you? What does your husband think of you singing?
Well, he's proud. I'm sure he gets frustrated. He has to listen to me all the time. But he's very supportive.
Well, that's
And
wives. We got to listen to our wives, haven't we? So.
yeah, he has to listen to me. And when we go somewhere in the car, I have to practice. And he has to hear it over and over. He's probably like gonna shoot me. But he's a good sport. He knows I have to learn it. And he has to put up with me.
Um, how many accidents have you had so far?
Me?
I'm only
Uh,
joking. I'm only joking.
oh,
It's a joke.
well, people look at me funny because that's where I rehearse. And and I'll look over and they're laughing.
Right. Okay.
So I might cause accidents. They're like, what is that girl doing?
Martin wants to know: have you ever been to the old Opry?
Not yet. I want to go to Nashville and I want to go to the Graceland, Dollywood, Loretta's Ranch. But I have not gone to anything down there yet.
Okay. And last question is: you sing a lot. I have heard you on Facebook. You sing quite a few Elvis songs. If Elvis was this is a good question. If Elvis was alive, what Elvis song would you sing to him?
Wow.
Yeah, see.
Well, before I even sang on Facebook, I knew about 5 Elvis songs that I sang to my seniors. And the ones that I loved that they knew were Can't Help Falling in Love,
Yeah.
Love Me Tender, and Blue Suede Shoes. But since singing on the Elvis page, I've learned a lot of new songs. And I don't know, I like a lot of them now. I'm a fan of Stuck on You. I like Shopping Around. I like Paralyzed. Let's see. I like Puppet on a String. I like a lot of them. But I don't know which one I would sing for Elvis. I would have to sing my best one. And I don't really know. Maybe Can't Help Falling in Love.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
It's still my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And we love you to come back sometime and do some singing for us.
Okay. We can
And
plan
that
that.
that would be on Facebook, not on stream. That would be on Facebook. And you know, this is what we do with everybody. We usually say to them, "Come back again, please." And yeah, that's what we usually do. And we
Well,
usually
if
get
there's anybody out there that's looking for a virtual singing telegram for Valentine's Day, uh,
ah,
it's 15 minutes for 50 bucks,
right,
and you can pick some love songs and surprise your sweetie. So if they are interested, let me know and I can schedule it
okay,
for that
okay,
weekend.
okay. So, folks, this is the deal. So, Kelly is just going to do a telegram for your partner, for your husband, your wife, for Valentine's Day. You don't get any roses. No, you don't get any roses or flowers or anything. You just get a nice, beautiful song to your partner, and for around about 50 bucks. Now I've got 50 bucks. Yeah.
50 bucks. You get probably 3 or 4 songs of
Three
your
or four,
choice
yeah, 3 or 4 songs of your choice.
if I
That's,
know them.
that's no good, is it? Don't tell
And I
them
get
that.
all dressed up in hearts
Oh,
and
you get
we'll
dressed up in
sing to
that.
your
You
loved
get
one.
dressed up. You get dressed up in the art.
Hearts. You know, I have a big heart thing that I wear. It's like a big heart. Or I have outfits that have just all hearts on it.
All right. Okay. Okay. So anyway, so if you want to see Kelly dressed up in a big art, she's already got an art without an art. Oh, don't worry. Um, and for 50 bucks, okay, and she was singing around about 3 or 4 songs to your loved one on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you can do it through the phone somehow. Either
Okay.
Facebook or
You have to
FaceTime.
mention you have to mention the phone and the phone goes off.
See?
See?
They're like, I need her for like 4 o'clock.
So anyway, so if you want a telegram, a singing telegram off Kelly, for 50 bucks, 3 or 4 songs, it's going to be really, really. She'll definitely do it for you. Also, don't forget, she's still got some CDs left,
Yes, I do.
and she said she will kind of. It's going to be extra if you're overseas because postage and packing and whatever else. But
Yeah.
please buy them. Don't forget, guys.
They can
Last
send money through PayPal or Venmo, or they can contact me and send me a check,
right, okay, okay. So what we
cashier's
do?
check.
So what we do? We get all the links up. We get all the links up for Kelly for all the for our CDs and stuff like that. And how
Mhm.
you pay by PayPal and whatever. We'll put all that on our website, on the radio website in a minute. So you'll have all that on there. So please do what we did the other day. Support our artists because at the moment they are not working because of the COVID. So we've got to support every artist. So please do that. In the meantime, Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Steve. You have a blessed week.
I will do. Yes, I've got another about 3 to do at the moment. So
Okay, well, have a good day and thanks for asking me to come on.
thank you. See you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. That was Kelly for you. And make sure you buy a CD. See you later.